There's something incredibly magnetic about a Capricorn in love. You don't just date a Capricorn, you experience them. You don't just fall for them, you evolve with them. Because a Capricorn doesn't come into your life to play games. They come to build something real, something lasting, something that can withstand both silence and storms. They are not interested in temporary connections, half-hearted promises, or fleeting passion. When a Capricorn loves, they love with purpose. But what most people fail to understand is that love for Capricorn is sacred. It's not about romance alone. It's about trust, depth, and foundation. And today we're going to talk about the 5 non-negotiables that every Capricorn needs in love. The core values that decide whether someone gets to stay in their heart or just becomes a lesson they'll never repeat. If you're a Capricorn watching this right now, comment, "I claim this energy," because by the end of this video, you'll understand your worth in a way that no heartbreak could ever make you forget. And if you've ever loved a Capricorn, listen closely, because this is what they needed from you, and maybe what you'll never find again. Before we dive deep, if you find this video informative, make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the like button so you never miss more Capricorn insights. Now, let's begin. Capricorn, you are ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, structure, and time. You don't rush into love because you know that real things take time to grow. You don't crave chaos, you crave consistency. You're not afraid of commitment. You're afraid of wasting your loyalty on the wrong person. And that's why you have non-negotiables. You have standards that are not born from arrogance, but from experience. You've been through enough to know that peace is more important than passion that burns too fast. So let's begin with the first thing that defines your heart in love. Number 1, emotional stability. Not chaos, but calm. You crave peace more than anything. You've seen what emotional chaos does, how it drains you, distracts you, and turns love into exhaustion. You want a partner who brings calm, not conflict. You don't need someone to save you. You need someone who can stand beside you when life gets messy and still say, "We've got this." Emotional stability is your safe space because it allows you to open up without fear of being misunderstood. You don't fall for impulsive affection. You fall for the quiet moments, the late-night talks, the gentle reassurances, the kind of energy that doesn't demand but understands. And if someone mistakes your need for peace as coldness, they never really knew you. Because Capricorn's love runs deep, but it only flows in peaceful waters. You can't love someone who thrives on arguments or drama. You've learned that peace isn't boring, it's rare. And when you find it, you protect it like treasure. Number 2, loyalty. No games, no half-hearted energy. For you, loyalty is everything. You don't give your heart in pieces. You give it whole and you expect the same. You can forgive mistakes, but betrayal is where you draw the line. You'd rather walk away from someone who's unsure about you than stay and beg for clarity. Because Capricorn doesn't chase, they replace. You're not looking for someone perfect. You're looking for someone who's consistent, someone who shows up, someone who remembers your worth even when things aren't easy. Once you commit, you're all in. But once you see disloyalty, there's no going back. It's not revenge, it's self-respect. And honestly, if someone's dating a Capricorn and disappears for 3 days without saying a word, whoa, congratulations, they just turned that relationship into a memory. Because for Capricorn, loyalty isn't optional, it's oxygen. Number 3, ambition. They need someone with a vision. Capricorn is the builder of the zodiac. You're constantly thinking about your future, setting goals, working towards something greater. You have dreams that require effort, and you naturally want someone who shares that mindset. You don't fall for potential, you fall for drive. You want a partner who's not intimidated by your ambition, but inspired by it. Someone who doesn't compete with you, but complements you. Because you know this, love without growth becomes stagnant. You're not interested in being someone's motivation project. You want a partner who already has a purpose, someone who knows who they are and where they're going. You don't need someone to complete you. You need someone to build with you. For you, ambition isn't about money or fame. It's about mindset, about wanting to improve, to evolve, to become more. And when you find someone who has that same fire, that same hunger for progress, that relationship becomes unstoppable. Together, you're not just lovers. You're a power team. Number 4, respect for boundaries. Freedom within structure. This one is non-negotiable. Capricorn might be loyal, committed, and deeply caring, but they still need their space. You value solitude because it's where you recharge and realign. When you go silent, it's not because you're distant, it's because you're processing. You think before you speak, you reflect before you react, and the right person will understand that. They won't mistake your silence for indifference. They'll give you the room to breathe and come back stronger. But the wrong one, the one who tries to control you, check your every move, or demand constant attention, will lose you faster than they can apologize. Capricorn doesn't do clingy energy. You're not built for relationships where someone's insecurity becomes your responsibility. You value balance, being deeply connected but still individually strong. You believe in loving without losing yourself. And that's where many fail to understand you. You can love someone with your entire soul and still say, "I need space tonight." That's not detachment, that's maturity. Number 5, reliability. Words mean nothing without action. Capricorn listens less to what people say and more to what they do. You've seen enough empty promises to know that talk is cheap. You value reliability because it shows emotional intelligence. You don't expect perfection. You expect effort. You expect follow-through. You expect someone who does what they say they'll do. When someone shows up on time, keeps their word, and pays attention to the small things, that's what makes you feel loved. Because to you, consistency equals care. You fall for patterns, not promises. And once someone breaks your trust, you won't argue. You'll just distance yourself quietly. Not out of anger, but because you've learned that protecting your peace is more important than proving your point. Reliability isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing up on a Tuesday evening after a long day, still willing to talk, still willing to care. It's about being dependable even when love feels hard. That's the kind of energy you give, and the kind you need in return. So, Capricorn, these are your 5 non-negotiables: emotional stability, loyalty, ambition, respect for boundaries, and reliability. These aren't demands. They're the reflection of your soul. They represent who you are and what you value most. And when you meet someone who truly aligns with those, you'll realize that love isn't supposed to be draining. It's supposed to be steady. It's supposed to feel like home, because the right person won't make you question your worth. They'll remind you of it. The right person won't fear your standards. They'll rise to meet them. The right person won't just say they love you. They'll prove it every single day through their consistency, effort, and care. Capricorn, never lower your standards out of loneliness, because what you carry in your heart isn't arrogance. It's self-respect, earned through pain, patience, and growth. You've walked through seasons where you gave too much to people who gave you half. You've poured loyalty into empty cups, built stability for those who only wanted convenience, and carried relationships that were never meant to last. So now, when you say you want something real, something mutual, it isn't because you're difficult. It's because you finally learned the difference between attention and effort, between lust and love, between being wanted and being valued. You are not hard to love. You are hard to fool. There's a difference. You've been through enough to know that words mean nothing without consistency, that promises are easy, but presence is rare. You crave a love that shows up, not just one that talks about showing up. You want someone who doesn't flinch when things get hard, who sees your silence not as distance, but as depth. Someone who understands that your independence is not a wall, but a language, a way of saying, "I've built myself strong, so love can be a choice, not a need." And yes, sometimes loneliness will whisper in your ear, telling you to settle, to accept less, to just have someone. But Capricorn, remember, temporary warmth is not worth long-term coldness. You've learned that waiting alone in peace is far better than being surrounded by chaos disguised as love. The kind of love you're waiting for isn't found in haste, it's found in alignment. It's the love that feels safe, steady, and sure. The love that doesn't make you question your worth, but reminds you of it every single day. And one day, someone will walk into your life and understand you instantly. Not because they're perfect, but because they get it. They'll recognize the calm behind your quiet, the strength behind your control, the tenderness behind your toughness. They won't be intimidated by your ambition or independence. Instead, they'll admire it. They'll match your energy, not drain it. They'll meet you at your level, not make you shrink to meet theirs. They'll love your mind, your morals, your loyalty, and your drive. And suddenly, all those nights you spent wondering if love was ever meant for you will make sense, because you'll realize you were never asking for too much. You were just asking the right person. You were holding space for someone who values depth over drama, loyalty over games, and peace over passion that burns too fast. You were waiting for someone who doesn't just say, "I love you," but shows it in the way they listen, protect, respect, and choose you even on the hard days. That kind of love doesn't require chasing. It flows. It feels like home after years of wandering. So keep your standards high, Capricorn. Keep your boundaries strong and your heart open, but guarded with wisdom. The right person won't make you question if you're lovable. They'll prove that you always were. Because the truth is, your standards aren't the problem. They're the filter that protects you from what was never meant to stay. So if you're a Capricorn listening to this right now, take a deep breath. Let it fill your lungs with peace, and exhale everything that no longer deserves to live inside you. Smile, even if it's small, because your standards are not your weakness. They are your strength, your armor, your truth. They are the lessons carved into your soul by everything you've endured. You didn't become picky overnight. You became precise because you've seen what settling costs. You've seen what happens when you give your loyalty to the wrong person, how it drains you, how it dims you, how it makes you question your own worth. You've learned that love without respect is just an illusion, and attention without consistency is a trap. Capricorn, your patience is not in vain. It's not that the universe has forgotten you. It's that it's preparing you. Real love, the kind that matches your soul, takes time. It needs to find someone whose pace aligns with yours, someone who values slow growth, honesty, and stability over temporary thrills. The kind of love you want doesn't arrive in chaos. It walks in quietly, confidently, and stays. It won't ask you to lower your standards, to shrink yourself, or to change your rhythm. It will meet you where you are and match your effort without fear. You've always been the builder of your own destiny, the mountain that stands tall no matter how strong the storm gets. But even mountains deserve to be seen, admired, and understood. You're not waiting for a savior. You're waiting for a partner, someone who can walk beside you, not behind you, not ahead of you. Someone who knows that love isn't about control, but about respect. Someone who recognizes that beneath your composed exterior lies a heart that loves deeply, fiercely, and endlessly when it feels safe. Your standards protect that heart. They filter out what's temporary so what's permanent can find you. Because when you love like few others do. You give your time, your energy, your loyalty, and your full presence. You don't play games, you don't give halfway. You give everything, and that's why you deserve everything in return. You're not meant to chase. You're meant to attract what's aligned with your energy. So don't confuse the waiting with loneliness. It's preparation. The universe is aligning something extraordinary for you, something that mirrors your strength and your depth. The love that's meant for you will never be confused about you. It will never hesitate to choose you. It will see your worth without you having to prove it. It will honor your effort without you having to beg for reciprocity. It will understand that your silence is sacred, that your trust is a privilege, and that your loyalty is a rare kind of magic that must never be taken for granted. This love won't rush you. It will move at your pace. It will not ask you to compromise your peace for passion. It will build with you, not drain you. It will bring calm to your chaos and clarity to your heart. And one day, Capricorn, it will all make sense. The waiting, the lessons, the heartbreaks, they were not punishments. They were redirections. Every person who didn't stay was making room for the one who will. The universe doesn't delay what's meant for you. It simply waits for you to be ready to receive it without fear, without desperation, without settling. And when it arrives, it won't feel like fireworks that fade. It'll feel like a sunrise, gentle, certain, and worth every moment of darkness that came before. So keep your head high, your boundaries strong, and your heart open. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are aligning with something that doesn't require you to explain why you are the way you are. Because they'll just understand. They'll get the way you guard your energy, the way you move carefully, the way you love intentionally. They'll see that your seriousness isn't coldness, it's depth. And your standards aren't walls, they're gateways to something real. And if you've ever loved a Capricorn, now you know. They weren't cold, they were cautious. They weren't distant, they were discerning. Capricorns love like no one else, not because they say it often, but because they show it in everything they do. Their love is quiet but solid, patient but powerful. They don't chase drama or demand validation. They simply stand by you, support you, and believe in you, often more than you believe in yourself. But the thing about Capricorns is, they've learned the hard way that love without balance destroys the one who gives more. So when they start to pull away, it's not because they stopped caring. It's because they finally started caring about themselves. They've realized that loving someone should not mean losing themselves in the process. They've learned that boundaries aren't selfish, they're necessary. Because every time they've stayed too long in one-sided love, they've paid for it with pieces of their peace. And peace is something they no longer trade for promises that never turn into action. If you've ever had the love of a Capricorn, understand this. You were loved with sincerity, with loyalty, with depth. They may not have been the most expressive or emotional partner, but they showed up in the ways that mattered most. They carried your burdens, celebrated your wins, and stood by you through the storm. But they also noticed when you stopped showing up. They felt it when your words didn't match your effort. They stayed longer than they should have, hoping you'd remember how much they gave. And when they finally walked away, it wasn't out of anger. It was out of acceptance. Acceptance that they can't be the only one trying. Acceptance that they deserve what they give. Capricorns don't leave easily. They analyze, they forgive, they give second chances. But when they finally decide to walk, it means they've reached a point of no return. They've realized their love deserves to be met with the same loyalty and effort they've always given. And though they may not show it, letting go hurts them deeply. But they do it because they know staying in something that diminishes them is a greater betrayal to themselves. To love a Capricorn is to love someone who will build with you, protect you, and challenge you to grow. But you must also understand that they won't beg for love. They won't chase someone who can't meet them halfway. They crave peace more than they crave attention. They'd rather be alone in truth than together in pretense. And when you lose them, you don't just lose a lover. You lose a teammate, a protector, and a quiet source of strength that not everyone gets to experience twice. So, if you've loved and lost a Capricorn, remember, they didn't change overnight. They evolved. They finally put themselves first. They finally realized that love isn't meant to be a battlefield. It's meant to be a balance. And while they may miss you, they'll never go back to a version of love that cost them their peace. Because once a Capricorn learns that solitude is safer than half-hearted love, they'll never settle for less again. And if you ever cross paths again, you'll see it in their eyes, that calm, grounded energy that says, "I'm not angry. I just outgrew what hurt me," because that's who Capricorns are. They transform their pain into wisdom, their loneliness into strength, and their endings into new beginnings. And while you might always wonder if they still care, the truth is, they do. Just from a distance that protects their peace. Capricorns don't hold grudges, they hold lessons. They forgive, but they don't forget. They'll wish you well, but they'll never reopen the door that once cost them their worth. Because once they learn to choose themselves, they realize that self-love was the most powerful form of love all along. Because when Capricorn says, "I deserve better," it's not arrogance, it's awareness. And that awareness is the key that will unlock the love story they were always destined to have.